This is Transformers Generations Darkmount, or for those of you who are fans of the Marvel Comics Transformers back in the day, this is Lord Straxus. Darkmount is actually the place where he has a fortress on. Or was it called, or Darkmount was the fortress? No, I think the place where he has his fortress is called Darkmount. At any rate, here he is. Very cool looking figure. A lot of collectors didn't really like this one, at least here in Manila. He's been left on the pegs. I'm sure he's going to be bought after some time, but people have been gunning for Megatron, Soundwave, Drift Thrust, Optimus Prime, and just leaving this guy on the shelf for now. And you know, I've always had this affinity towards figures that collectors weren't too hot about, and I end up actually liking them. Case in point, Galvatron. I love this figure. I mean, a lot of people have hated this figure. It has been voted as the worst toy of 2008. Yeah, you know, check out my review of this figure. This is an awesome figure. In the same line, this figure, as I'm sure a lot of people are going to vote down, I actually love this figure, Straxus. I didn't actually know about him until the figure was actually featured in greater detail at the New York Toy Fair way back in February 2010. And then I had to do some research, and you know, very nice figure. And I think the point of contention with this one is really the transformation, which can be a little bit tricky, but not as difficult as Galvatron. He's got a ton of kibble, but you know, if you position the kibble properly, they do look like wings. And his feet, his ball jointed ankle feet that are just joined by the ankle, they're actually fine. You know, they actually do hold the figure very well. I mean, look at this pose. I mean, normally he would tip over if it were any other joint, or if it were a weaker joint. But the engineering seems to be very sound in this one. I suppose with enough wear and tear, when the ball joints get loose, you wouldn't be able to do this pose anymore. But for the time being, he does hold very well. One remarkable thing about this guy is really the amount of articulation on him. As you can see, he's got waist articulation, a ball jointed head. He's got ball jointed hips, a thigh swivel, a hinged knee, and a ball jointed ankle. And really the bulk of the articulation is really on his arms. He's got a ball jointed shoulder with a hinge. You have an option to go in and out. He's got a hinge elbow with another hinge on the forearm that allows you to curve the forearm inward, and I think they did that on purpose so that he'd be able to hold on to his battle axe. He's got what else does he have? He's got ball jointed wrists, which you can go up or down and rotate 360. His fingers are articulated, and what's interesting about this is that you don't even need the fingers to actually have him grip his battle axe. He can grip his battle axe even with the fingers open. There is a place where you snap in the axe. Let me just stand him up for you so you can see him in better detail. Like that. He's actually very close to how he looked like in the comic books. His colors are a little bit darker this time around. His head is a little bit smaller. The head is sort of like the I've seen pictures on Google wherein they've done artwork on him as though there was a box for a toy. I'm not sure if Hasbro actually or Takara actually released a Straxus figure, but the artwork looks like it's a pose. The figure is posing just beside the actual window of a particular package, and this head is very reminiscent of that. You just Google Straxus and you know what I'm talking about. The triangles on him are really just a nod to the comic book Straxus. And in the comic books, he was really just a big bulky transformer. He was like the Thing or Thanos Yeah, kind of like the body size was very bulky. Not as bulky as the Juggernaut, but something like Thanos. And he didn't have too much kibble, obviously. And you wouldn't know what he transformed into if you see him in robot mode. He transformed, I think, into sort of like a cannon. Just like Galvatron, something like that. But here he has two alt modes. A battle station mode, which, you know, can pass for a cannon. And an M17 tank right there. It says M17 tank with tank treads at the rear and wheels up front. So, very nice figure. I really want to go ahead and recommend this thing just for the alt mode. I mean, just for the nostalgia that it brings for you guys who are fans of the comic books. I mean, he's very nice. Okay, let's transform him. Oh, by the way, the axe, the actual transformation is really here, and he holds it this way, but I feel it's a lot easier for him to hold it this way. And the axe can be stored at the back. There is a groove right there, which you can peg onto that peg, that very thin peg, which somehow does not want to cooperate right now. It's supposed to peg that way, but it's not working right now. Anyway, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, like that. I don't know. He's always better off holding his axe. He wouldn't be Straxus without his axe. Like that. So, let's transform him before we run out of time. Oh, he has these clip system accessories, which we'll see later in alt mode. Okay, transforming is like transforming Prowl. Universe Prowl. Or Silver Streak. A lot of things pop off. The shoulders pop off. These things pop off. But I guess it's fine. It takes a little bit more practice to really get the hang of it. And as we transform him into tank mode, we will sort of get to him in cannon mode first before converting him completely into tank mode, because that's just the way the transformation goes. So first thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and detach if you can, detach this portion like that. Okay, you want to go ahead and fold these things forward like that. But no, just keep them onto the side like that, because in alt mode he's like that. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and fold the arms to the back like that, and fold these off to the side like that. And then the arms are just they're gonna fold this way and close the fist and that way. So yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Yeah. Okay, like that. Okay, if that makes sense at all. No, we'll keep it that way. Yeah. Okay, like that. Do the same on the other side. But not until you're able to. Oh, come on. How is this thing? Not until you're able to fold this one in. Okay. Oh. How do they do it in practice? Okay. Like that. The clearance is just so... Okay. Oh. Okay. Like that. And then just go ahead and position the arms just like the first one. Go ahead and do that, or like that. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to move everything up like that, and go ahead and fold the head inside. Oh, not too much. Pull this thing down. Okay, and then what you want to do is you go ahead and rotate the waist open this one up. Okay, fold the feet. Oh, here's one difficult thing I noticed. If you want to fold out the heel spur again, it's very difficult to do it this way. What you want to do is you want to push here and fold it out. So just a bit of advice so you don't get too frustrated. Like that, and then okay, this thing is okay. It's supposed to go. Oh, here we go. It's supposed to go like this. Okay. And same thing with this one. But before you do that, before you close everything entirely, you want to go ahead and get the axe. You want to go ahead and do that and fold the peg out and then just peg it in. Right here. Right there. There's a hole right there. I'm going to peg that in right there. Oh! Untabbed him. And then just close everything on it like that. Okay. Okay. And just fix his clip system like that. Fold out the handlebars. Oh, what happened to the arms? Okay. This is going to be a long video. At any rate, here is his sort of third mode, alt mode. It's a nice cannon. I don't know if it looks anything like the one in the comic books. I didn't actually get to see good pictures of it. The turret can still go up and down and rotate if you wanted it to. If you have a Scout class figure, it will fit nicely on it, just behind Darkmount. So, cool looking one. If you have G.I. Joe, or you run out of rail guns or whatever, you can have. I should put a Cobra figure, but I couldn't find one that was not behind too many figures. You could have. I'm using a heavy duty just for convenience. You could have him hold it. Pretty cool. Okay. And then let's get him into tank mode. From here on, it's quite easy. You just want to go ahead and fold this one that way. Go ahead and fold the arms, fold the fists inside, and then fold the go ahead and fold the arms inside these kibble thingies, these tire tracks, tank treads, tire tracks. Okay, and then just fold it like that, and then just join them at the seam like that. And then what's left is just rotate this one, point it, fold it down. Alright, and there, oh sorry, forgot about this one, just fold it back like that. And there you have Darkmount, or Lord Straxus, in his M17 tank alt mode. Very nice, rolls very well. Again, as I said, these things, they do clip off, and you can clip them in anywhere, here, anywhere you please. But I think, for me, this is the best way to do it. It looks great this way. So again, the turret can rotate 360, gun can go up and down. And finally, just before we end this video, and before we run out of time, here is a size comparison with Galvatron. Galvatron is still longer than him, bigger than him, flatter than him, but he's a lot taller and bulkier in size. So, pretty neat. I mean, if you do have Galvatron and you happen to like Galvatron, you might want to go ahead and pick up Darkmount. But, I mean, if you've judged Darkmount based on some of the reviews already been done, and seeing him in packaging and just seeing him on the pegs, and you know, I think you should give him a chance if you have a little bit more money left, or maybe you want to wait for him to go on sale or a little bit lower, price go lower, or wait for the price to go lower. I mean, you could, but I say give him a fair chance. It's a great figure, great alt mode, great accessories, great battle axe, great robot mode. Definitely a must-have if you're a big Generations fan, a big comic book fan of Transformers. There you have it. Transformers Generations Darkmount or Lord Straxus. Thanks for watching.